Good morning on this Monday. It's time for Chamber Talk, the Monday morning spotlight show, and we've got Lindsey in for Deetra Detman from the Fairfield Area Chamber of Commerce with guest Judy Cox. Good morning, Lindsey.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. Good
Happy
to see
Monday.
your smiling face. Oh, yeah, you got to be. I mean, if you're not happy on Monday, well, you're normal. But no, seriously, though, you think about it, Monday is 1/7 of our life. So,
That's one way to look at it.
Yeah.
Yes.
And like somebody said to me one time, if you're wishing for the weekend to be here all the time, you're wishing away most of your life.
That's true. That is a very good perspective.
So there's your philosophy lesson for today. So what else is going on?
And if you like your job and you like doing Chamber Talk and you like hanging out with Judy Cox, then Mondays aren't so bad.
There you go. Or Steve normally and me this morning. There you go.
We do have a guest today, Judith Cox. She is retired from Jefferson County Health Center.
She's too young to retire. How did she get away with that?
Well, she stays very busy. She also is a trustee for Indian Hills Community College. But here today, she's representing the Chamber's Ambassador Club. She was president in 26. Excuse me. I am victim of that cold that's been going around.
Hate those.
Luckily, it's just a cold. I was saying that she's president in 2016, and she's been a member of the club since 2012. Welcome, Judy.
Thank you, Lindsay. And can you believe I was president of the Chamber of Commerce in 1992?
I knew that. I didn't know the date, though.
Oh, my.
So you've been involved in the Chamber for a very long time, and you bring a wealth of experience.
During that year of 1992, that was when they were deciding whether the bypass would go north or south. That was a very busy year.
I bet. My goodness.
Hot topic back then.
I imagine.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit more about the Ambassador Club and what it is that they do?
The redcoats are coming.
That's right. Oh, you know, it is so much fun to be an ambassador for the Fairfield Area Chamber of Commerce. And we meet monthly at the chamber office. However, we have many, many visits throughout the month in regard to new members, whether they're a change in management or they're a new business coming into Fairfield. We are the Redcoats, and we want to promote and support the success of each chamber member and their businesses. So we have a fun group.
That's right.
I think we're called the Laughaholics.
And how does the Ambassador Club give publicity to the members that are visited?
Well, number one, we are always try to be the first to welcome them to Fairfield and the surrounding area. And there's so many things that we do to help chamber members in regard to our visit, and we learn about their businesses and we help spread the word by newspaper. And of course, networking is a very, very big item. Visibility, the media, Facebook, website, just you name it, and Lindsay and Deetra have it under control. All you need to do is call the chamber and they have the answers, and if they don't have the answers, you can sure bet they'll get the answers for you. Plus the membership directory, et cetera, et cetera.
So the new members are added to that directory, and then we take a picture at the visit. And you said the newspaper? Mm-hmm. That photo goes into the newspaper, and that puts their business information in front of the eyes of the entire town.
That's right.
And now that the paper's printed in color, you can really see those red coats.
Yes. We love to be the Redcoats. They know we're coming when they see our group.
We have a few ambassador visits coming up this week. Can you tell us who they are and with what will happen at their visit?
Yes, I think it's today. Mm-hmm. We're going to be going to the Riverside Family Restaurant, and I think this is maybe their third restaurant that they have brought to our. It's not the third in Fairfield; it's the third restaurant that's coming out of Ottumwa, and so we're lucky enough to have them. And it's on Highway 34 West. We will be knocking on their door with our Redcoats, and we will ask them all about their business, etc., what we can do for them. They'll give us probably a little tour, maybe a little sample of food. You just never know what goodies might happen, but we spread the word. And then we also have another business that we're going to be meeting is Perfect View Window Cleaning. So that kind of explains itself on Thursday.
And they're a home-based business, so we'll be having that visit at the chamber office.
Okay. Sometimes we go right to the place of business, and sometimes they come to the chamber office.
Right. And so those are two examples of new businesses that are also new chamber members. So they all receive chamber visits What other type of people do we visit? You mentioned new management.
Right, new management. And then, as you know, Kim's Cottage is moving. And they're moving from the east side of the square to the west side of the square. So when they get all of their merchandise in place and that sort of thing, we'll be trotting right over there and greeting them in their new location.
And they actually opened there on Friday, so
Right.
they are
And
now
our
open.
visit just got set last Friday.
Hallelujah.
Yes.
I'm going to go shopping. We also do, like, when on business moves, extensive modeling, et cetera, remodeling, et cetera. So we're busy.
Yeah.
And we love it.
How many ambassadors are there?
There are 15 ambassadors. I'm glad you asked. And we also cover a wide gamut of vocations. We have bankers, insurance companies, French Reniker, real estate companies, Jefferson County Health Center, retirees, retail. We just run the gamut of who is on our red coats, and there are 15 of us.
And I've learned so much. It's definitely one of my favorite parts of my job because I have the opportunity to go to almost every new business that comes to town and learn about
Exactly.
what they do. And we really stay up to date on what businesses are new and what's happening at them. And that's kind of what we discuss at our meetings every month.
Right.
To kind of set this all up where we're going to be visiting.
Sometimes we just drive around town and say, hey, Pop, something's happening here. We need to pay attention.
How often does the membership change on the ambassadors?
Oh, not real often, because everybody loves what they're doing.
I know.
There's
It's hard
not
to get
terms,
on
if
there.
that's what you mean.
Yeah.
There are some people who have been on there for years and years and years. And as soon as someone moves on, we have an opening, but we haven't had any openings for some time.
That's what I was thinking. It's not like, there's 5-year terms or
No.
whatever.
But if you're interested, we do kind of have a little list going of people who might replace
Probably
somebody
about a mile long waiting list one to join these
It is
fun people like Judy and gang. I know Dave Neff.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Mel, Alan.
Mel, oh my goodness.
Everybody is so much fun. Just
Yeah,
It is a fun
Pat
group.
Doyle.
Yes, and we get along so well, and we just...
I should have never started naming people because
That's
unless you have the
right.
full list of 15, we'll forget somebody.
And so just to kind of recap, if you're a chamber member who you have a new manager, you're a brand new business and you just joined the chamber, or if you relocated or done extensive remodeling, please let the Ambassador Club know. And you can contact the Ambassador Club through our chamber office, and that's by calling 472-2111. Is there anything else that you would like to add, Judy?
No, I just want to make sure that everybody knows that we like to promote and support the success of each new chamber member or renewing chamber member.
Wonderful. And you do a wonderful job doing that.
Love it.
And
Thank you
have
so
fun
much.
doing it.
Yes.
Thank you for joining me. We have such a busy week. We have to move on to the rest of what we have to talk about today. As you mentioned, I am filling in for Deetra today. I wanted to mention she's hosting the first Retail Managers Working Group. The purpose of this working group is to provide support and assistance to the retail shops and restaurants in the entire Fairfield area. You don't need to be a chamber member to participate in this. And this is the first meeting today, but I'm sure there'll be more meetings in the future. And if you're interested or would like more information, just feel free to reach out to us.
Okay.
And like I said, we have a very, very busy week. It was hard to choose just a few events to highlight, but I did want to mention that tonight is the Jefferson County STEM Festival. I know that there's been many, many volunteers working on this. It's at the Fairfield Arts and Convention Center. It's free and open to the public, and it targets 3rd through 8th graders with exhibits focusing on science, technology, engineering, and math. That's where you get the STEM. And Melanie Carlson from French Reniker has been working very hard. I think last I checked, she had at least over 25 booths. And I went the last year it was offered, and it was a lot of fun for adults too. It was very good information to have. And then tomorrow, a recent survey of the Fairfield parents indicates a strong need for additional child care services in Fairfield. This includes in-home and out-of-home providers. In particular, there's a shortage of infant care and all-day care providers. Therefore, FIDA is co-sponsoring an event happening tomorrow. It's a workshop on becoming a home care child provider. It's going to take place at Washington Elementary School, and presenters include child care consultants, child care nurse consultants, wages consultants, and teach consultants. So it will be a great information share, lots of resources if you're thinking about possibly starting your own in daycare.
Yeah, and there's a lot to it.
Yes, there is, but it's definitely doable, and there's definitely people in the community that want you to succeed, so there's lots of resources, and this is a great place to start, so I'm very happy that FIDA is pulling this together.
There is a need.
It's the second time they've offered it.
Yes.
So. And then Friday, it's First Fridays, so our Art Walk is going to celebrate Youth Art Month, and it's all going to take place at the Fairfield Public Library, and it's one of our last Art Walks that is indoors, because you never know how the weather's going to be in March. But all of the schools in the area, they'll have artwork on display by their local students. In addition to the local youth art exhibit, in the meeting room at the library, Fairfield High School Individual Speakers Night will be performing the material that they recently competed with at state competition.
Cool.
So that will be a good performance.
That'll be in the meeting room at the library?
Yes. And that all starts at about 6.
Okay.
And there will also be music by the Fairtown Ramblers and performances by some of the musically talented youth of our community as well. And then Saturday is the Southeast Iowa Farm Show at the Fairfield Arts and Convention Center. It's one of the state's best exhibition of agriculture, machinery, seed and technology, grain handling, and more to assist in today's farming operations.
A lot of booths at that.
Yes, it's definitely well attended, and I think it's gaining a lot of momentum. It'll be a good one to go to if you are in any way involved in the farming sector. And those are just a few of the events that we are highlighting. A full calendar of chamber events can be found at fairfieldiowa.com. And if you are a chamber member and if you'd like your event to be featured on our calendar or on this radio program or in the week that will be newsletter that we send out, feel free to contact us and I can show you how to do it. It's very easy. So that's all I have for what's happening this week. But we do have some events that I want to make sure everyone has on their calendar.
Go ahead.
We have a very popular business after hours coming up in March.
Ah, yes.
You must know the one.
Oh, Morrissey.
Yes, and this year it happens to happen on St. Patrick's Day. So it will be a St. Patrick's Day themed party, and there'll be drinks, Irish stew, and it will be packed. It's always really fun to go to. It's on March 17th, beginning at 4 and lasting until 7. Yes. Yes. And then we also have, we're halfway through our legislative forum. So we've had one in January and one in February. And then we have, it's always on the third Saturday of the month. And this year we're having an extra session. So you'll have an opportunity on March 18th and April 15th. And that location has moved to the Fairfield Public Library. And it's also free and open to the public.
Okay.
And then we postponed our speed networking. It was supposed to take place in February, but we didn't quite have enough people signed up. So if you're interested in all, please call me with a reservation, and you can attend the March 21st option.
Okay. And again, 472-2111.
That's right. Easy to remember, right?
It is.
And that will be happening at the Best Western Fairfield Inn. And if you register by that Monday, you get a free drink. And there will be free appetizers, all brought to you by our sponsor, State Farm Insurance, Sean McCarty. So I'm really looking forward to that one. I had a blast at the last one.
And what time does that run?
The doors open at 6:30, okay. And then the speed networking will take place from 7:30 to 8:15.
Okay.
And then this week, I wanted to remind everyone that our nominations are due for the Chamber's biggest event of the year, which is the annual banquet. We are accepting nominations for the Business and Community Improvement Awards, as well as the Citizen of the Year Award. And all that information is available on our website, or you're welcome to call me at the Chamber, and I can go over the details. I can get you the nomination form, but we're really wanting to see those all in our office by the 1st so we can start making the decisions, the fun part.
Yeah.
And that event is happening April 6th, so make sure that's on your calendar.
There you go.
And then just one last event that we've already started planning. We've got a good committee together that's working on our Blast-Off golf tournament. We're once again offering a party for both the men and the women on June 8th. The ladies will be golfing on June 9th. The men will be June 16th. And this is all happening at Walton Club this year.
Okay. And so typically one's been at the country club, one's been at the Walton, but of course the country club course is
unfortunately
under construction.
Under construction.
Yeah, that's the way to put
it.
They
could possibly be done by then, but we have to start planning now. So we're going to do it all at the Walton this year. Gives
new meaning to driving over at the country club when you look out there and see trucks going out and down the golf course. Yeah.
But it's for the good of the community.
Yeah,
so
something that had to be done.
They'll get there.
Yeah. And they are still open, of course, for their lunches.
And their food is still fantastic.
Social events,
They've got their great meeting space and banquet hall.
So I wanted to make sure people know the country club itself is open, but the golf course is closed till the construction gets done.
I'm sure a lot of their members are looking forward to their pool being open.
Oh, yeah.
I'm got total summer fever already. Can't wait to go
This
swimming.
weather we've had, it's
just giving us
70s.
a little tease.
It was incredible. But anyway.
And that's all I have for our upcoming events. And like I said, if you want to be featured on the radio, just give us a call or email at chamberfairfieldiowa.com.
All right. Thanks,
Thank
Lindsey.
you, Lee. Thank you, Judy.
Yes, thank you. It's been a joy to see you again, Lee.
It's good to see you too, Judy, and Lindsey, of course. So
have a good week.
All right. That's our Fairfield Area Chamber of Commerce update. It's the Monday morning Spotlight Show Chamber Talk on 1570 KMCD.